Whether you admit it or not, most, if not all of us, have had interactions with video games, one way or another. For me, video games have had a phenomenally large impact on my life, and not in ways that you would normally expect. From a young age, I was always into computer games, always playing whatever educational content my parents picked up for one of our computers at the time. Whether it be something based off Dr. Seuss or a different educational show or book IP, this could be argued as my first step into the gaming world. That and also how I always loved playing free-to-play games that were available online. In 2006, however, was when me and tech and video gaming started going towards the surface. It was this year where not only did my parents buy little 5-year-old me an educational handheld called the Leapster, but it's also where me and my older brother started playing with his DS. I got my own later on, but that's not important right now. And it's quite possibly the year where our aunt got us our cousin's old PS2, with plenty of games included. Maybe. I don't know if it was 2006 or 2008. It was somewhere around that time at least. The DS got me through thousands upon thousands of vacations, car trips, and playdates or hangouts with cousins or friends. Although my library isn't exactly big, it's mainly Sonic games, which ironically got me into that series in the first place, and SpongeBob games and whatnot. This console is big in how I really got into gaming seriously. Right now, I currently have two. The old DS my parents got me later on, and the DS side that I inherited from my brother when he moved on from DS games to PC games and more mature games, let's say. The PS2 was a gift from my Aunt Cheryl. When, I do not know, but that's not important. For everyone, there is a console that we always love to play with, regardless of the times or trends going on. For me, it was always the PS2. I was enamored with this thing, playing all different types of games throughout my whole lifetime. This actually contains the majority of the games that have created fundamental impacts on my creative ability, storytelling, and planning ability, and the controllers. We have actually replaced these controllers more so than any other console we've ever had, maybe. But man, are they strong and sturdy when they are used and do work. In Christmas 2011, me and my older brother noticed none of the good games come out on PS2 anymore, so we asked our parents to purchase one of the new gen consoles, which has been out for a considerable amount of time at this point. Even though our parents decided on an Xbox 360 in an attempt to have a larger library of games available for me and Tim, neither one of us had too many lifelong games on this thing. Even though this is where my older brother got into mature gaming, with Skyrim and all, and where we both were able to find some fun co-op games for both of us to play. And the controllers. The most comfortable controllers around, though the buttons do have a problem with getting sticky. And if played too harshly, the controllers do break rather easy. I think this is the second most amount of times we had to replace and throw away controllers. In 2012, I got the 3DS for my birthday, and it's a very nice console on top of that. Although, like the DS, the library for this thing was never large, I do have to give this thing credit. It did have a few good games that I always came back to, but the big thing for me was its easy access to the internet. Fun fact, the internet browser for this thing is how I started to explore the internet. By enjoying privacy, let's say, and is practically the reason why I was able to successfully transition from child to teenager with respectable ease. And as of this year, this is the first ever tech item that I was able to successfully perform repairs on, and succeed in doing so. In 2016, we noticed that the current gen was dying out, so me and my brother decided on getting a new console from the next gen. This time, during the Black Friday season. We were divided on whether to get the Xbox One or the PS4. And my argument for the PS4 was that there were more quality games available for the console than what my brother was looking at on the Xbox One. It's not like my brother's desires went to waste, since I've noticed that he still does enjoy playing most of the games that we did get on the PS4. I like to thank this console for helping us reach out to our parents on how not too bad or shabby the whole online gaming market is. When we had to get PS Network in order to get the most enjoyment out of our games that were being created at the time, our parents decided to let us have a chance, and now they are completely comfortable with us online gaming, so long as we know how to avoid bad people. And the controllers, most stable controllers ever. We only had to replace them once, maybe twice, and considering our other history, that's saying a lot.